Take this mic. Yeah, no. You just wanna come back here. So I'll just make some space for. No, you stop. Put it on the side. You want to talk with the Oms? Okay. So we are using this one.
Sairam. Sairam, I would request everybody to settle down.
Sir, he said he is okay with this mic.
Open.
Sairam all. Again, we had a great morning with Satya Sai Vratam, and now we have a great speaker with us. So, Brother Dr. Sanjay Mahalingham has been a proficient academic and educator at Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Prashanthi Nilayam. After serving in the university founded by Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba, for 21 years in various capacities, he has recently moved on to pursue the love and delight of his life, helping people live a life of unending joy and freedom. We'll hear more about what that is. While at the university, Dr. Sanjay was a beloved teacher and a guide to his students with expertise in quality management, operations management, supply chain management, and transformation leadership. Dr. Sanjay, loved by students and peers, is widely regarded as an extraordinary communicator, a skill that he has consciously employed in transmitting the teachings of our beloved spiritual master, Swami. Dr. Sanjay has been blessed with many personal interviews over the course of his years as a student and research scholar of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, amongst other travels such as those to Chennai for the Ati Rudra Mahayagna 2007. He has had the rare fortune of accompanying Swami on the highly coveted Kodaikanal trips on 3 different occasions, 2005, 2006 and 7. He was an important part of the famous university convocation dramas of 2004 and 2005. These diverse interactions with Bhagwan allowed him to witness the munificence of the avatar in its varied manifestations. Having spent a decade in the immediate proximity of such an unparalleled being, Dr. Sanjay has had the invaluable opportunity to be able to glean from his experiences with Bhagwan wisdom that is astonishingly simple yet very profound. Passionate about self-transformation and intrinsic human potential, Dr. Sanjay's primary methodology draws upon traditional wisdom to solve contemporary problems. According to him, leadership is all about influence, and influence flows from personal mastery through self-awareness. Mentoring Swami's students and devotees, turning their snags inside out, and facilitating an environment of outer productivity fueled by inner joy remains his abiding love and life's delight. Among the many awards he has received, he cherishes most the feedback he receives from students and workshop participants year after year. Dr. Sanjay Mahalingham has completed the MBA 2004 and PhD in 2008 from Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Prashanthi Nilayam. He is a trained life coach, a certified NLP practitioner, and most importantly, someone who through love remains connected to Swami's divine energy. Let's join me in welcoming Dr. Sanjay Mahalingham.
use this face.
Offering my loving salutations at the lotus feet. Good afternoon, all of you. Sai Ram. So, many years back, Swami was going to Kodaikanal in his car. This was not a trip I was part of, but many years before Swami took me to Kodai. This was one of those early years when Swami would go in car, and Swami's students would follow the car in the bus. And this is how Swami would travel. On one such occasion, Swami left his car and boarded the bus in which students were traveling. So Swami's Mercedes Benz, now empty, is moving ahead, and the bus with about 20-25 students and Swami is following the car. Now the car had tinted glasses, you cannot see easily what's inside. So as the car and the bus and the whole entourage was going through one of the prominent towns or cities on the way, the news spread that Swami is traveling. And hundreds of devotees had lined up on both sides of the road to have a glimpse of Swami and to offer their pranams to Swami. Now the empty car is going ahead just with the driver, and behind the bus, about 100 meters behind the car, is a bus with Swami and his students. The devotees don't know this. So everybody is going down to the empty car. And Swami saw this and said in the bus, "See, this is the power of association. The car has association with me. Look at the empty car, how much respect it is getting. And look at me, because of my association with you fools, nobody is doing any pranam to me. I have lost all respect." This was, of course, a physical occurrence in the world of 5 elements. But over the years, in my own inner work, I have begun to realize that who we are is just the mind, thoughts, emotions, experiences, what we call mental and emotional experiences. It is all dead wood, just repetitive thoughts over and over again, the same thoughts, the same emotions, recycling over and over and over and over again. We just don't pay attention to the extraordinary similarity of our lived experience day after day after day after day. It only looks like we are living multiple days. We are actually living the same day multiple times over. In all this tamasha, the only real alive thing is consciousness, which is the Guru or Swami residing in our heart. And there is only one meaning, there is only one thing that is beautiful about life, is when the mind gets associated with that inner silence. That is the only mark of true respect. Not respect from the world, but we feeling respected and alive within ourselves. The only way for that to happen, I have seen over and over again, is for this mind, which is just a bundle of thoughts, for that to settle down, to experience inner silence and to connect with the deeper silence in our heart. That association has to develop. Then we earn, what is usually referred to as peace, joy, fulfillment, etc. I think someone has to help them with the chair there. They're just feeling Over the years living with Swami, I've had many opportunities of seeing the power of Swami's word. And I will tell you a little more about it and why I am speaking about Swami's word. It is so amazing that just something casually Swami says, and how extraordinary forces have to rearrange themselves to make sure that that word comes true. Just like that, Swami says something. Aisa karo, that will happen, this will do that. And Swami's word is beyond Desha Kala Paristhiti. Time, space, and circumstances. Everything dances to the tune of Swami's word. And I have seen so many examples. I have seen examples of many people, but I will narrate only examples which I have been a first-hand witness to. It's either my life or life of people who are very close to me, of which I was a direct, first-hand witness. Okay, there are multiple books and experiences of hundreds and thousands of devotees of how Swami's words come true. But I will here venture to share something that I have been actually, what you may call the front row seat of seeing Swami's words manifest. Briefly, I will digress into the story of my sister, my own sister. So, she was an extraordinary singer. I mean, she still is an extraordinary singer. And there was a phase in her life that she was absolutely in love with music. Now, some of you may know or may not know, there is a stream of music in Hindustani called Dhrupad, Dhrupad Dhamar. It's a very authentic form of Indian traditional Hindustani music. Very few people practice that in India, and she was a very good proponent of that. And the master of that form of music in India at that time, Ustad Zia Fariduddin Dagar, had invited my sister. Said he selects 3 people every year to come live with him in Mumbai and train for 3 years. And once you have trained with him, you are the finished product. Just giving you a brief background. So her life was all about music. It was really good. I don't know if you all have heard of this before. All these the real-time reality shows we have today. There used to be the first reality music show. Sonu Nigam used to run it. It used to be called ZTV Saregama. So she won the final of that, the All India final. She won. She was number 1 in that. So she was an extraordinary singer. And her whole life was music. And the Ustad Zia Fariduddin had invited her to Bombay, and she was already packed. And Swami called my family in 2004 for a series of interviews. And all the interviews, 2 weeks, he was talking to my mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, and my sister every day. The day had come for them to depart Puttaparthi, and the evening before they were going to go, all the tickets and everything was booked. I was, of course, going to stay back. My mother, father, sister, grandparents were about to leave. The evening before 4 p.m., bhajans were going on. Swami just came for darshan and then took us to the room. And he sent my parents out, and he just told me and my sister to wait. Then Swami took both of us inside the personal room and asked my sister, what's your plan? She said, Swami. And she had really mentioned that to Swami many times. In fact, she even sang a song for Swami a couple of interviews before. She sang Peliyaga Dharma and all that. So it's not Swami didn't know. Swami just asked, what's your plan? Swami, music, Swami. That's my life. And as I mentioned to you 3 days back, from here I'm packing my bags, I'm going to Mumbai, blah blah blah, I'm doing this. Swami just said, Allah Umrana. Engage. Stay with me. In Tamil, he said, all that is not required. Just stay with me. That's all. Full stop to the music career. Over. That's it. She never sang again. Finished. That's it. That's all. One sentence. Engage. And she said, okay. Okay, Swami. I really bow down. Your life's whole passion. What you have been training for many years, and you are damn good at it. You're not just training, you are quite extraordinarily skilled at it. It is like Dronacharya asking Eklavya's finger. Don't sing, Allah, engage. She said, okay, Swami. And then she came out and went to my parents. You need to cancel 1 ticket from tomorrow. No singing. My parents said, what am I going to do? I don't know. Swami said, engage, I'm going to stay here. So this is a brief background. Now the real thing, why Swami's words, how it works. So she was sitting for 6 months, nothing would happen. And after 6 months, Swami would call her for an interview. And then again, nothing will happen for 6 months. Again, she's at the verge of break point. Oh God, Swami, what's going on? What am I going to do in my life? Again, one interview will come after 6 months, just to know. And then again, 6 months, no news. Like this, one of the interviews, after about a year and a half of India, which can stay here, Swami called her and said, do PhD in our university. She was by the time an MSc in microbiology. So she said, Swami said, do PhD in my university. In our university, PhD. Then she broke down the interview. Because if she has to do PhD in SSSIHL, it means she has to go to Anantapur. Now Anantapur is some of you may know, some of you may not know, triple SIHL, Sri Satsang Institute of Higher Learning, has 3 campuses. One is in Vrindavan, Bangalore, one is in Puttaparthi, and one is in Anantapur, which is about 150 kilometers, 2.5 hours from Puttaparthi. That's the ladies' campus. All ladies, young and old, have to study and work there, and the men's campus is in Puttaparthi. So they say that even a male mosquito cannot enter the ladies' campus, and a female sparrow also cannot enter the male campus. Okay, that's how strict it is. Now, and she goes, Swami, how can you send me to Anantapur? Swami, I came here leaving everything for you. No, Swami, I will not go to Anantapur. Swami said, who asked you to go to Anantapur? Mana campus ikkade undi kada, akkade cheyandi PhD. I said, Swami, that is men's campus. You do. You on the campus, why you go to Anandapur? You do here. All hell broke loose. Then Swami called the Vice Chancellor, asked her to do PhD. This is, I'm talking about 2005. 2004 actually. 2004 end, 2005, sometime around that time. And Vice Chancellor said, Swami, how can this possible? Blah, blah, blah. No, everybody, how is it possible? It's a men's campus. Then Swami called, I still remember, Madam, I'm forgetting, Parvati Chari ma'am. Yeah, I still remember. She was a bioscience teacher, and Swami called her and said what topics she can do PhD, and I wanted to guide her. But there was so much opposition from the administration because something like this had never been done. How is it possible? She's a young girl, she's all of 24, 23 years old, how can she do? Then Swami said, okay, and then many things happened, and then finally, 2007, Swami called the then director of SSSIHMS, Sri Satsang Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. Called the director, called Mr. Chakravarti to interview, and made her join the hospital microbiology department. The job requirement was 12th pass. It's a lab technician. She was an MSc. Swami has given that. If Swami asked him to clean the toilets, for 100 years, one will clean joyfully, right? So Swami gave her that job. She became a lab technician in the Sri Satsang Institute of Higher Medical Sciences microbiology department. They have a microbiology and a biochemistry department. That's where she joined. 2007. It was also very funny. Swami said this on October 1st. Next day was October 2nd. Gandhi Jayanti, national holiday. Swami said, tomorrow she can join. And Chakravarti sir was there, and the SSIHMS director, I think it was Dr. Safaya. He said, Swami, tomorrow hospital is closed, Swami. Day after tomorrow we'll do the paperwork. Because it needs paperwork, HR has to come, all those things. And Swami said, why, what's the problem tomorrow? Swami, tomorrow is Gandhi. No. She has joined tomorrow. So poor people, some 4 people have to come on Gandhi Jayanti and join her on October 2nd. Actually, she joined, her employment date, joining date is October 2nd, 2007. Then it happened. Swami left in 2011, or so we think, or so it looks. Then 2014, a new vice chancellor joined the university, Dr. Shashidhar Prasad. This is all public information, okay? And he was a very progressive, very forthcoming man, I think he was the vice chancellor of Mysore University or something like that. I'm not sure of that, but he was a very man who was very eager in collaboration, scientific research, and he said, what is this? All these institutes are working in silos. There was SSSIHMS, SSSIHL, and then there is Ashram Trust, and why can't we all collaborate to do some research? There's such a wealth of data, microbiological and biochemical data in SSSIHMS. Why can't our people use the data to do research? And so many. An MOU was signed between SSSIHMS and SSSIHL, the Sri Satsang Institute of Higher Learning and the Super Speciality Hospital, Puttaparthi. An MOU was signed, a Memorandum of Understanding. And what is the understanding? They will give us data to do research in our physics, chemistry, and biological sciences labs, and the university will train 2 of their employees to further studies. That was the arrangement. 2 ladies, Niranjana Mahalingham, who was my sister, and there was another girl called Bhavana. 2 ladies were selected from the microbiology department, both MScs, to do their PhD from SSSIHM in 2014. Now they are on the payroll of SSSIHMS. The hospital is giving them salary, so they can't go to Anantapur. And I am not joking, this is public information. In the men's campus of Prashanti Nilayam, in the biology department on the 3rd floor of the main building, a divider was erected. 14 male research scholars sat here, 2 female research scholars sat on the other side, and they did their entire PhD in the men's campus. 2016, this vice chancellor left, and the MOU was cancelled. And no female before that or after that has ever got her any degree from the male's campus. Nobody before that or after. The MOU got cancelled, this vice chancellor left, the director got changed, new people came, the MOU had no meaning, new MOU was signed for that, and there was resistance. But what to do? The vice chancellor is so keen. No, I want MOU. What can anybody do? And the MOU was signed. She completed and got her PhD in 2018 November convocation in the Kulwant Hall. And she did her PhD from the men's campus. Why you have to go to Anantapur? Here, our campus. She did. Desha Kala Paristhiti doesn't matter. Swami said so. It will happen. It had to happen. That's it. Anybody can do whatever tandav they want. It only looks like people are powerful, this one, that one. Yeah, for a time, all this drama can go on. But the word is the Brahmastra. It cannot be stopped. It can be delayed. Or delayed also from only our psychological point of view. Actually, there is no delay. It finds fruition and it has to find fruition. But it shall find fruition. And there are so many, examples are there. Many years back, I was all of 12 or 14 years old, and very naughty child. I'm sorry, if Swami hadn't taken me in his fold, I would have probably ended up in some delinquent jail or something. I love people pushing people in a ditch and all. That kind of naughty child, super naughty. Can't leave me alone for a few minutes. And my mom was worried. Oh my God, what is going to do? How is he going to study? What's going to happen? All the time, oh my son. We were already in Swami's school, but as a 12-year-old, I hardly had any consciousness of Swami. I just knew this is some photo to which we sing bhajans and do aarti, and I just can't wait for the bhajans to get over because my friends are playing cricket outside. That was my level of understanding of who is Swami, and that's the consciousness, that's all. So Swami appeared in my mom's dream and said, don't worry, I'll take care of the children. Swami actually said, your children are my children. Don't worry about it, I'll take care. Me and my sister. And my mom got up and said, wow, Swami said like this. But the worry continues. Surrender is not complete. So what if Swami says? Still worry is there. 2 days you are okay, and then 3rd day again, oh my God, what is he going to do? Then couple of years down the line, my mother had a fracture and she was lying on the bed. She was sitting on the bed with a big cast on her leg, reading a book, a full distance book, cutting the ties that bind. And she was reading, and she just looked up, and Swami was standing, physically standing at the door of the bedroom. And then Swami said, why you worry? Your children are my children. I will take care of them. And then he said something. He said, Sanjay, systems management na pannuva. He said in Tamil, because my mom is Tamil, he said, Sanjay will do systems management. Don't worry. Because mom was most worried about my academics. But I wasn't particularly academically gifted. Rather, academically challenged is the right word. Okay. It's only Swami's word actually that I ended up with a PhD. I don't even know how it started, how it went, and when it ended. I just remember Swami said do PhD, and then after 3.5 years I had a PhD. Between that, what happened, I have very faint recollection. So Swami said systems management. Oh yeah, this was when I was 14, 15 years old. I had not even finished my 10th class. This is mid-90s. There was no internet. There were no smartphones. Obviously, there was no email. There was no nothing. There was no IT revolution. There was no Y2K. Nothing. And my father walked in and saw this. My mother said, "No, Swami came. Physically he came." And then she said, "This is what Swami said. Sanjay will do systems management." What is it? My mom was a simple BCom, never went to work, typical housewife. She did not even know what those words meant. What is the systems management? My father is a CA. He also did not particularly know. I am talking about mid-90s. That is not the world where systems are a very prominent word as it is today. He said, "I'm not sure. Systems means computer. Management means MBA." That's all. That is exactly what he said. Done. So, many years later, lots of things happened. Series of miracles, I would say miracle, because Swami's word is bound to come true. My first degree, undergraduate degree, was in computer science. I was a BTech in computer science. Then I did MBA, management, systems management. But that's not all. It was a series of things. My first job in SSSIHL was Deputy Manager Systems. Because I was taking a basically glorified lab in charge. I was the lab in charge of the computer. We had multiple computer labs, so I was basically, they just had to find me some jobs, so they asked me to do that because I had a BTech in computer science. So Deputy Manager Systems was my first job. After 4 years, I became a permanent faculty in the business department, and my assistant professor, Department of Management. That was my second designation, systems management. 1994 or 96, something around the time. So I said, systems management, not going on, and the words also we did not know what it meant. Swami's word. Lest you think it's just all about Swami. This is what I wanted to emphasize. In around 2012, Swami had sent me and put me rather in the company of a very great being. I would not like to go into details because it is a very private thing and that great being doesn't want to be made public. So, very great being, and I was in some capacity just serving him. And as I was continuing my sadhana, and he was helping me in my inner work. And man, he had a strange desire. Now and then he would say, "Get me some vegetables. Fresh vegetables." From where? From the farmer's market. I don't know what you understand. In India, we call it Sabzi Mandi, where all the farmers, the local villagers, the local produce, they come and sit. This man still lives in Mysore. So I had many things to do that day. I had 100 things to do, his things only. He had given me a whole list of errands to run, go to this bank, go to that, do this, open that account, meet this person, give this person, all kinds of things. And I was running around. He gave me a car to run around, and in that I was going to do all these things. He said, also get me vegetables. And he said, just get me, very casually he said. I said, that's not all in my mind. That's not important. I will see. If I have to get it, I will get it. But I have so many other things to do. The bank will close, this person will go away, that will open, this will, I have to plan my day. Vegetable, what is so great about vegetable? I buy from somewhere else and give him. What is so great about farmer's market? But he had this fetish. I want vegetables from the farmer's market. I forgot about it. I really forgot about it. I was driving around the car, doing all these things, going from point A to point B to point C, doing these things. Suddenly my car got punctured. Just got punctured. And at that time I did not know how to change the stepney. I only knew how to drive. So I had to get down and call a mechanic and someone, can you come and please come and help me? And he said, sir, 15 minutes now I will come. I said, okay. So I'm waiting. Hot sun. I'm waiting near the car and I'm just looking around. You know where my car got punctured? Opposite the road was the Satsang. I said, I have 15 minutes now. What should I do? Okay, go and buy the vegetables. Shove it in the trunk and then get on with the day. That's the power of a pure word. Car had to get punctured in front of the Sabzi Mandi, and then the life, existence, universe made sure that that word comes true. Why I am saying this is, we all also have the same power. We have just not awakened to that possibility. In one interview, Swami told me, conserve energy. Then you will have 3 Shaktis. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Vak Shakti. Quote unquote, just saying what it was early 2004, June, that around that time, when Swami said, conserve energy, you will have Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Vak Shakti. Kriya Shakti means whatever you venture to do, you will find success. Ichha Shakti means whatever you wish will begin to happen. Vak Shakti means whatever you verbalize will find fruition in the real world. Now, how much I conserve energy, how much I develop this, that is between me and Swami. But I have actually seen in my life many times, I have just through the power of my word willed things into existence in the physical world, including what I am doing today. I simply got up one day and said, this is what I am going to do. And I did nothing after that. Really no action. Just things happen. So this Vak Shakti is not something that is uniquely available only to great beings like Swami or the person from Swami. Nothing he did is impossible for us. There is no other point of Swami coming here except to show what is our possibility. To demonstrate what is possible for a human system. He also walked on two legs. He also took in oxygen, left out carbon dioxide. Did he take in nitrogen and leave out the hydrochloric acid? No. Same oxygen, O2, CO2. He also, when he was thirsty, he drank water. When he was hungry, he ate food. Right? When he was tired, he lied down, slept. Yes, he slept. So we would see. Sometimes he would snore also. Snoring? No, why not? Why? It's his body, no? He needs rest. So, everything he did like that, but what power? He could say, my word is Vajra, iron. If I say it has to happen. He said, hospital will come, it came. On this day, we'll have first surgery, it happened. This is available to each one of us, but we choose in our unconsciousness to live like a helpless human being, tossed around by circumstances of life. Today I'm happy, tomorrow I'm sad, oh my God, my life is like this, my life is like that, my wife doesn't love me, my job sucks, I don't have money, my health is bad, oh what I'm going to do. We choose to live this up and down life, tossed around by circumstances because we have not realized that inner silence, that explosive potential that is hidden in every one of us. Young, old, rich, poor, illiterate, educated, man, woman, every single person, race, religion, nationality, geography, ethnicity, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever your capability in any other field of life. You may be a great sportsman or you may be not, you may be a great musician or not, you may be excellent at your work or you may be useless. You may have you may be super academic gifted or you may be complete failure in your life. It doesn't matter. These are all social situations. Despite all this, despite Desha Kala Paristhiti, we have this explosive potential in us. It is only a question of knowing how to bring out and for that powerful force to find expression. That is how Swami wanted all of us to live. So when he says, my word is power, he is actually saying your word is power. He did not come to establish his superiority over human beings. He came to demonstrate what is possible for you and me. If he just came to show that he is God, what's the use? Okay, you're God, admitted, now what? Now what? So that's possible. So I have realized the power of Swami's words and how in a small way, not be in that scale because our awareness has to grow to become something like Swami's brilliance. Of course, it will take more and more inner commitment. But we can actually see it if we know how to manage our thoughts. By the way, conserve energy means what? Swami also said, where the energy gets wasted most? Thought. Excellent. That's it. 99% of our energy, system's energy, this human system as energy, spiritual energy is leaked through thought. Remaining 1% goes through other things, extra talking, too much eating, many other things are there. But 99% of the leakage happens through thought. Uncontrolled thinking like diarrhea. Can't stop. Going on and on and on. So when we are able to hold that potential within us, know how to work with thoughts, tap a deeper inner side, and we will see. It is not some great rocket science. We will actually see, oh my God, I just said that happened. You will be scared. And we will become careful of what we say, because see, whatever I say is happening. Oh, let me watch what I say. And that power will emerge. And that's what I learned from Swami when I saw so many occasions his words. They are just crazy. You know, women sitting in the men campuses because Swami said, why you have to go down to do PhD? You got a PhD. He is Dr. Mahalingham, PhD, SSSGC. Where? Men's campus. That's not even a certificate because it only says the university, but that's how it is. So, it is, I mean, quite amazing. But in this journey of going towards Swami, there are many distractions. There were some distractions then, different kinds of distractions exist today. Distractions are always there. One such distraction then was the form. Of course, it had some tremendous joy also. Swami was so captivating. You know, if you were lived in Bhakti, I was you want to talk for yesterday. Also that I'm so jet lagged, I can't difference between yesterday and the day before yesterday. So Swami, what is he saying?
Captivating form.
Swami is so captivating. You know, time in Bhakti, you just don't know how it went. Because Swami is so captivating that everything in Puttaparthi is about Swami. So I went to Puttaparthi in 2002. And I have not left actually, I'm still in Puttaparthi only. But Swami left in 2011. So those 9 years that I spent with Swami is so captivating that you just can't think of anything other than Swami. And you don't even have to be some great meditator or great surrendered bhakta, nothing. The design of the place is such that it is all about Swami. You're waiting for darshan in the morning, then you go back. Everywhere in the hostel there is Swami's photo. Every teacher you meet is talking about Swami. Then you go to college, they teach statistics for 15 minutes and 45 minutes they give a lecture on Swami. And then exam you have to pass, so you say Swami, help me pass the exam. And when you pass, you don't joke, where you're screaming it. Don't get me in trouble. So disclaimer, this is a joke, sometimes it's just try to be funny. So all words are not to be taken on their face value. You're recording this, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So everywhere it is Swami, and before eating you to Brahmatmanam, you sit in the dining hall, there is everywhere Swami, everywhere Sai Ram, and the time comes, you run for evening darshan, again you see Swami, then you come back, you're talking about Swami, and the night closes with night prayer. I know Prakash will know. 2 years you just breathe in, breathe out, Swami, even if you don't want. You cannot not think of Swami. Even if you hate it, then you are Hiranyakashipu. If you love it, then you are Prahalada. There's no difference. Both got liberation in the hands of the same divine. You hate it or you love it, but you cannot help it. Everything is about Swami. So, in this there is a lot of distraction, but to connect to Swami at a deeper and deeper level, because I personally found it extremely difficult till 2009 when I was physically very around Swami. 10 and 11, I kind of, it's a long story, maybe I'll get into it, maybe I will not. So, I was not so physically around Swami in the last 2 years of his life. I was still living in Puttaparthi, but I was not physically around. I was still physically around, but I was not, in and around physically within 10 feet of Swami. But till about 2008 or 9, in fact, 2009 April, I was largely always there, thereabouts. Those 7 years, I found it quite difficult to meditate. And how strange it may sound, because life was so exciting around Swami, and the joy of being, the waiting for his darshan, waiting for a word from him, waiting for him to smile, waiting for him to come in a dream, to take a letter, to give a direction, to do something or to not do something, and when you see Swami doing that to other students, it was such a thrill roller coaster ride. What's a distraction? So, one such distraction, for example, was, I don't know if anybody attended that, there was a Ati Rudra Mahalingham held in Puttaparthi in 2006. Okay. And then there are many other after that. There was one in Chennai in 2007. I had the opportunity to be with Swami for that one. Then there are many now all over the world it's happening. But the first Ati Rudra Mahalingham, we used to call it army, Ati Rudra Mahalingham, happened in Puttaparthi. And the whole story, I'm not getting into it, but it was very, very exciting. And Swami had made the thing so exciting that so many hundreds of priests came from Bangalore, and every day, these people will go, before the yajna started, they will go into interview room, Swami will give instructions, they will come out, they keep going in and out, and VIPs came, the whole thing was such a beautifully, it was set up, the lingam was got to be consecrated. It was an amazing energy of the place. The whole Kullam hall was reverberating, and it was jam-packed. So jam-packed. In my stay in Puttaparthi, I have never seen Puttaparthi so crowded, ever. Not in any Shivratri, not in any Guru Purnima or birthday or any such celebrations. Where Puttaparthi was crowded with the Atirudam, the Kullam hall was just packed. There was no place, nothing. And very excited, and even students were not finding place to sit. They had a fixed place, but all the VIPs had come in the front because someone was not going to the portico, so the VIPs spilled over, and the doctors spilled over here, and the students actually spilled over the devotees area. The whole place was just, there was not an inch of space left to sit. You had to come really early and then find a place and just sit somehow, park yourself somewhere so you can have darshan. This happened on the 4th or the 5th day of the yajna. I gave a talk, and someone was very happy. But that's not the story. In that talk, I spoke about how there is no difference between me and Swami, and how we can experience Swami when we watch our breath, and a few other meditations and Upanishadic dictums of how we can realize the divine within, and all that, and the importance of being in the moment here, and all that I spoke. And I went back to hostel. I was thinking, this is what I spoke, but tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, I'm going to get up and run, worrying about my place in the Kulwant hall. So this thought kept entering me, like, I'm not all living what I'm saying. So it so happened on the 9th day was the Purnahuti day. The Purnahuti of Yajnam, where the final oblation is made, Swami is the Yajman. It's a very grand occasion, and a lot of Vedam chanting, hundreds of priests chanting Rudram. And at the end, there is this consecrated water. Swami puts the broom inside the water, goes around in a wheelchair, spraying the holy water on people, on devotees. If you get a drop of that water, actually, I don't know. People say you get enlightened, but I don't know. I haven't seen anybody get enlightened from them, but that's what they say. Swami goes around spraying water. It's an extraordinary experience, surely, to receive water from Swami's hands. And I said, now let me test how deeply have I experienced what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go around. Not that I'm going to go late. I'm just going to do my things. I'm going to do my morning meditation. I'm going to do my morning routine. I'm going to connect to Swami in my heart, and then I'm going to slowly chanting Swami's name, walk to the Kulwant hall, and then wherever there is place, I'm going to sit. There will be some place, surely somewhere, some place will be there. Surely you can sit. That's what I did. As I reached there at 8 o'clock, and as expected, there wasn't an inch of space left. Everything was literally, people merging into each other, not in the way we want, physically. So much crowded. Wherever you look, there was people. Just people, You couldn't see the floor. The granite floor was not visible. There's just people. And there was no place. Only one small, tiny place I went inside. Where behind, now the Kulwant hall has changed a lot. There used to be Ganesha, behind it used to be portico. The upper veranda, we used to call it. There used to be the top VIPs, and then just outside Swami's interview room. I went and sat there. Now what happened? That place was empty. Because Swami was not going there for 9 days. Swami was not entering the bhajan hall only. All bhajans are happening outside because so many devotees were there. Swami did not want to go and sit inside the interview room, give interviews to people, do bhajans. He wanted to just sit outside. He would come, cut from the primary school, come and sit outside on his throne and give darshan for 2 hours. So Swami was not going there at all. So nobody was there. There was a lone Sevadar with a blue scarf, and I went and sat there. The whole veranda was empty. I sat against a pillar. I rested my back. What to do? Anyway, I'm not going to get to see Swami today. Forget water. I just closed my eyes and I started meditating. And then the bhajan started, the Purnahuti happened, and now Swami was going around sprinkling water, and wow, it was so amazing. And everybody was getting so excited. You could hear Swami's Sairam, bhajans, and the energy of the place was so palpable. You could take a knife and cut the energy of Kulwant hall. It was so intense. I knew, well, I didn't keep my eyes closed. Anyway, there's nothing worth seeing because I'm sitting literally behind a wall. Nothing is there to be seen. So I was sitting. And I was sitting with my eyes closed. Suddenly, I was rudely awakened from my meditation because a bucket full of cold water fell on my face. And I opened my eyes and Swami was even closer than where this gentleman is. And he was grinning widely, he was smiling at my shock. So it apparently later I came to know, I asked somebody what happened. So Swami was cut in that day, instead of cutting inside the primary school, he just came into the portico, and now he entered the portico, so nobody could run and come in. It's over, he's already there. So literally there was only Swami, and I was sitting there, I was sitting with my eyes closed. Apparently I was told, Swami came, he said stop. His wheelchair stopped right in front of me. He picked the broom, dipped it in the bucket, the full broom, and it pachak! All water, I was drenched. So remaining connected to Swami works. But that's not the point. What would have happened if water had not fallen on me that day? Nothing. I would still have found a very deep inner peace and inner connection that probably would not be available to me if I'm running up and down with the running up and down movement of life. Oh, I got a seat. Oh, I didn't get a seat. Oh, Swami. Oh, he didn't see me. Oh, I fell or got water, but I only got 1 drop. This person got 3 drops. So I'm going to take 3 times as much time to realize myself. You know? So without all these stories, sitting quietly, quieting the mind, turning inside and contacting the real divine light within, water had fallen on me or not, to me it was a beautiful vindication of this works. To me, as a personal relation with Swami, I felt, oh Swami, this works, thank you. But it doesn't work always also. Okay? 2004, Vrindavan, there were about 9 of us. They used to call us another class. Swami asked 9 of us to stay back. Don't go for your vacation. And because when the university breaks, Swami will go to Vrindavan. Okay? Do I have time? I think, am I boring you all?
No.
We're good.
Huh?
We're good.
I'll do this, I'll finish. So, Swami was in Vrindavan, we were in Vrindavan, 9 of us. Everybody, Swami would call us for breakfast, lunch, dinner, lunch. In fact, just a small thing that happened was very funny. One day he didn't call for lunch. Every day he was calling for lunch. And that'll be exactly 1:30. 1:20 word will come. Swami is calling, and then all of us will run, and Swami will be there, and the big spread, all kinds of things, fruits, vada, madhur vada used to get from hot from somewhere, I don't know, and 3-4 rice items, a huge spread. And one day it happened, it was 1:30, Swami didn't call. It became 2, Swami didn't call. It became 2:30, Swami didn't call. So we said, super hungry, yeah. So we went, and the hostel dining hall, and nicely finished our dinner, lunch, till here. And just washing our hand, word comes, Swami is calling for lunch. That day some VIPs came, Swami got busy. We thought he's not going to call. Hey, yeah, come on, it's not like every day of our life he's going to call us. He will not call, he may get busy. He called. Oh no. And then we entered the hall, and there was this spread. And I still remember I was sitting next to Swami. Swami was always in the head of the table, and then these students would sit there, and I was sitting next to him, and he put this big madhur vada in my plate. Right? What to do? If he gets up and goes, we can do something about it. Shove it in our bag or something. He's not going only that day. He was extra eager to sit and watch us eat. I cannot believe. It was a real clash between the reality of physical matter and the sublimity of spiritual experience. Here is a God who is giving you food, but the damn physical stomach refusing to expand anymore. It is a clash of the real Panchabhutas with the subtle element of life. He is saying eat, God is saying eat. And I am eating, and I am saying, Swami, still I have to eat. I am eating, but after a while it's not going. I am feeling, I puke or something in front of Swami, embarrassing it will be. And I think after some time he left to do something, and instantly we all did something, put the vada, whatever we put in the bag. But we can't even tell Swami that Swami, we thought you were not going to call. So we had our lunch. And Swami said, okay, then I'm never going to call you again. We get very angry. Then Swami said, oh, you don't trust me. Swami, he can do anything. What is it? So we can't tell Swami, you didn't call Swami, so we had lunch Swami, so have some mercy Swami, give us a little bit this prasadam. No, you have to act as if you're very hungry, because Swami would like you to see hungry, because he's feeding you. Swami says, you want this? You can't say no Swami, thanks. Thanks but no thanks. No, you have to say yes. We ate. one of those days, Swami's Vrindavan trip came to an end. And I still remember the day 4 or 5 of us were sitting, pressing his feet. And Swami said, don't tell anybody. I'm going tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock to Patti. All of you immediately follow me and come. Okay? Don't tell anyone. Because, if people come to know, then everybody gets very excited and all that. They will come to know within 2 hours. And the whole Bangalore will start. And again, those were the days of Uber and all those things. There was just private cabs, there was just drivers and their phone numbers and stuff. And every car would be booked. All the foreigners, whichever thing is moving on 4 wheels will be booked. And everything will go towards Puttaparthi. Hundreds and hundreds of cars. And something, so he didn't want all that excess. 6 o'clock I'm going, you follow me. So you go, all of you go now and arrange the cabs and for everything and arrange for yourself and be there. When I reach there, when I come for evening darshan, I want to see all of you sitting. So okay, Swami, I'm sorry. Getting up and Swami looked, you sit. And they all left and I was alone with Swami. So I said, you come with me in my car. Okay? You don't go. You don't need to go with them at all. You come, you're special. He didn't say that, my mind said that. That's how we create meaning. Okay. I said, don't go with them. My mind said, oh. They are like, no. I'm like, oh. So I said, you come with me in my car. Imagine, Mercedes Benz, Swami sitting, just 4 of us, driver, me, Satyajit, Swami. This is it. And 4 hours. Oh my God, 4 hours. And I couldn't sleep all night. What an excitement. Means you look in the rearview mirror, you can see Swami. All the time he'll be talking. Even if he's not talking, imagine the silence. The windows will be up, the AC will be on, and behind Swami is sitting, and the next thing Satyajit and just 4 of you in the car. 4 hours from Whitefield to this thing. And I could not sleep. And I just looked for the best white pair I have and everything. And Swami told me, don't tell anyone else. You don't tell anyone else, you just quietly come to this gate. I know which gate Swami is talking, that's the gate Swami comes in, that's the gate from which Swami goes. So he said, you just come at 6 o'clock and I'll take you. Don't tell your friends, don't tell the others. And with my heart beating, with excitement and joy, I went back to the hostel and my friends are asking, so we are booking this cab, yeah, which cab you want to join in? We have one 3-seater, one 4-seater, which one? I said, I'll tell you a little later. No, I can't tell them. I'm going to Mercedes, it's Swami. I said, don't tell them specifically. I can't tell them. And then what do you mean to tell tomorrow? We have to book the cab. There's nothing available. Tell now. I said, I was literally hiding from them. And if they see me, they'll ask me, what is the cab? There were no cell phones in those days. So they couldn't catch me. I was literally hiding. They will meet me, they'll ask me. They're all very confused. What is this boy doing? How is he going? He's going to walk back to Patti? What is it? Anyway, the moment arrived, when I came, and I stood at the entrance, 5:45 over there, crisp, white, new, iron and everything. The day has arrived, the day of my life. And this black Mercedes is there, parked, everything ready, garlanded. The Mercedes always garlanded before the journey takes off. They make a coconut, all that is done. Someone walks, holding Satyajit's hand, and he's like this slowly. The door opens, Swami enters, then Satyajit enters. And before Swami enters, the car is here, Swami on that side, I am 3 feet from the car and standing. And Swami looks at me. Blesses me. Sits in the car. Mr. Mahalingham drives. Mr. Balram, who used to be a big devotee from Bangalore, he sits on the front. And the car goes here. Car moves off. And I'm standing there. Directly from the divine hands. So all this being present and all this is beautiful. It will help you to handle life. Doesn't mean life will always work the way you want. So Swami gave halwa and left. And he will be like, nothing happened. Then I thought, at least the next time when I go to interview, Swami say, hey, sorry I told. Nothing! To date, nothing. He never told. And he has a great memory. It's not like he forgot. He made me wait. He told me. Gave Swami place. Why? Because he wants to see how excited his mind gets. You tell, no. Stand in the call and tell the microphone, no, be here and now. You tell, no, watch your breath. Now watch. Let us see how much you get shaken. Let us see how much your mind creates stories, dramas. How much can you stay in reality, in truth, in established in the silence of your mind. Let the world become here and there. Let the sun rise from the west and set in the east. Can you stay in your center? That is his job, to help you see what throws you out of balance. They keep throwing you out of balance, like Dhobi, you know. Puttupati Dhobi, how they wash clothes. There's a rock near Chitravati Road and they just beat your clothes like that. So like this on you, raise you, raise, fall, raise, fall, raise, fall. Until you refuse to rise again. And Swami says, I'm taking your car. Okay. Then you'll take also. Because well, he's not interested in your mind anymore. No, I'm not taking you. Okay, don't take. Fine. Means I have found you in me. It doesn't matter. I sit in the car or water falls on me or you smile at me or you do this or do that or don't do this or don't do that. No, it's done. I have found you. पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. I found that. That principle I found in me. Now it doesn't matter. Now this Tanda can go on. I found that something. That is the whole point of being this. And make no mistake, Swami hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, I can tell you so many stories of how Swami has been guiding me, many people I know personally, and very intimately guiding them and guarding them in their lives without a day's break. Just 4 days back, I get a call from a friend. His name is Shravana. Okay, you may have heard him speak or something. He's a very fantastic musician, very old devotee. His family is very devoted to Swami. He is tremendously. His Swami looks after his family. You may have seen his talks on YouTube, or maybe may not be. So we are good friends. Suddenly he called me. Just 2 days before I left for States, I reached States 2 days back, 3 days back. He calls me. He said, Sanjay, 8 a.m. No message, nothing. We haven't spoken for 1.5 years. We were close, but people get busy. We didn't speak. Then he calls me. No, hello, hi. Just phone rings. Hi, Shravana. What is he calling me? At 8 o'clock. I said, hey man, what happened? He said, I just got a dream. You, me, and Swami. And I wanted to share it. But I wanted to wait for half an hour. I got up half an hour, 15 minutes back. And I wanted to wait and I wanted to see if the dream is real. I recollect the dream. Just so vivid this dream, so I want to share it. I said, what happened? And he said in the dream, when Swami was sitting and he was playing tabla. He's a very good tablaist. He was playing tabla in the bhajan halls. Bhajans are going on. Swami is sitting, he's playing tabla. And this gentleman, Swami calls Shravana and says, how are you? So he has a studio, he's a musician, he has a studio in Chennai. So Swami asked him, by the way, when Swami inaugurated his studio in 2007, I happened to be there. So Swami asked him, how are you and all that, and Swami, everything is going on fine. Then he said, Sanjay kita pesniya. He asked him, did you talk to Sanjay? And he said, which Sanjay, what Sanjay? Swami said, Kalyana Mantram Sanjay. Means the Sanjay of the Vedic mantra, Kalyana Mantram, means the wedding mantra. What I am to him is, when Swami got him married in the interview room, just him, there was no girl at that time, means girl was fixed, but he was in the interview room and Swami told mantrams in his ear. I happened to be sitting next to him, so it was him, me and Swami. So he always told me, man, in front of you Swami got me married, in front of you Swami got me married. So that's how he remembers. When will you, I asked him, when are you going to come to Patti? He said, no, right now I have a trip planned. Sometime in October we'll meet. I said, great. Then I said, I also have a trip planned. So yeah, October works for me also. Then we started discussing, so where are you going? Where am I going? And then, this completely blew my mind. I've come to US because me and my wife are holding a workshop, a 2-day weekend retreat on spirituality and self-transformation in Houston. And 17th morning, I'm flying out from here to Houston. And 17th, I'm reaching. I'm there for 5 days. 23rd morning, I'm flying out of Houston. Now, here is the thing. Shravana is flying into Houston on 17th and flying out of Houston on 23rd. Because he happens to have a music program in the same weekend, which I think Rahman or somebody or whatever, he is having a music program and I am having my retreat. And of all the places in the world, not London, Paris, San Francisco, New York, who goes to Houston? And for what? And he is going to be in Houston for the same 5 days that I am going to be in Houston, and we haven't spoken for 1.5 years. We have no connection on WhatsApp or phone, and we are now going to meet in Houston. He said, okay, 18 we'll meet in dinner together. And my God, the Swami, everything, he just sees everything, he's everywhere. So this thing that, oh, he's not there, no, I do that, is just absolutely available. We just have to open our eyes to that availability. Swami always says, I'm always with you. And then we add many things to it. Have you noticed this? Yeah, he's always with me. If I am devoted to him, he's always with me. If I deserve it. Did Swami say that? He said, yeah. Okay. Swami said, I am always with you. He said that, no? And then he put a full stop at the end of that sentence. But we change that full stop and put a comma. Now, if I am good, if I follow Swami, he said, I am always with you. Period. When he says he's always with you, he's always with you. We are having a tough time believing it and living that way. I don't know if you are getting the input of what I am saying. It one day just struck me. When Swami says, I am always with you, means I am always with you. Finished. He is not putting any condition. He is not expecting anything. He is not expecting every Sunday if you go to this one Satsang center and you do Mahalingham, then I am always with you. He said, I am always with you. Means wherever you are, your shadow may leave you, I will not leave you. Where will you go leaving me? Wherever you go, I am with you. He said this. One day in hostel, I was new to the hostel, 2003 or something. And something happened. I had never been in a hostel before, and I had a very disturbed sleep. I think somebody said something to me, and some fight, some argument, I don't know. Next day in interview, Swami said, and he came for the interview, and he said, yesterday night I didn't sleep properly. I said, why, Swami, what happened? Why didn't you sleep properly? I'm feeling very tired, I didn't sleep. I said, why, Swami? Swami then said, till 12 o'clock I was awake. And I said, what happened? And he said, if you don't get sleep, how can I sleep? Your pain is my pain, your joy is my joy. So, and I remember now, when I saw the time before just I rose up, around 12, that's the time around I rose up. Swami said, next day in the room, I was awake, because you are awake. Your pain is my pain, my joy, your joy is my joy. So when he says, I am with you, it just means that I am with you. And so many dreams, and you are asleep. I will take you to the other extreme. You are alive or you are dead. When we say Desha Kala Paristhiti, the Paristhiti not only extends to the 3 states of consciousness, also extends to the appearance and disappearance of what we call the human body. It's only an appearance and disappearance in consciousness. For consciousness like Swami, the body is a mere blink of an eye. It just comes and goes. His reach is beyond time, space, circumstances, states of consciousness, birth, death, appearance of the body, disappearance of the body. We simply have to know he is always with me and start living like that, and it will become our lived experience. Nothing else is required. No deservedness, no credibility, capability. Nothing needs to be earned to deserve it. Nothing needs to be done to deserve his grace. Now I know this sounds a little blasphemous. No, but you have to earn Swami's grace. But everything you have to earn in life, if you want God's grace, you have to earn. What's the point? Something must come because I am. Something must be available to me because I am breathing. Because Swami says, you and me are one. You are me and I am you, and you are my reflections, and you are me, and you and me are never separate, and we have never been separate. So something must be available to me which does not need to be earned and does not need to be maintained. See, every relationship has to be maintained in this world. Every relationship. If you just think my wife loves me a lot, just stop maintaining the relationship for 2 weeks. And then see what happens. Oh, my mom loves me so much. Mother's love, greatest love. Yes, I agree. But stop maintaining it for 3 years. Then you see what happens. Totally stop maintaining it. Means nothing I will do about that relationship. But there is only one relationship that never needs to be maintained. Because that relationship, as Swami says, if you turn to me, I will turn to you. If you look to me, I am looking at you. He is not saying, if you look to me, I will look to you. Actually, that's a wrong translation. That's what the quote says. If you look to me, I will look to you. No. If you look to me, you will see that I am already looking at you. I am already looking at you. Now I am looking at you. If you look somewhere else, it doesn't mean I am not looking at you. I am still looking at you, but you will not know that I am looking at you because you are not looking at me, but I am still looking at you. If you look to me, you will see that I am looking at you. So you just have to see it. Anytime, it doesn't matter. Few lifetimes you forget Swami and after that you suddenly remember, oh now I look to Swami, he will still be looking. That's the only relationship that needs no maintenance, that needs no earning. You don't have to earn it. That's the only thing that's available. It's like, it is always available. We just have to extend our hand and grab it. That's all. I know it sounds ridiculously silly and simple, but really it is that simple. God's love, His protection, His guidance is available before we have to even move our little finger. And if it is not, then it is not worth it. You have to strive and struggle to earn God's grace. And we are struggling and struggling to earn so many things. I might as well struggle to earn other things. God's grace is immediately available in our being willing to become available. It's the willingness. Just to say, Swami said, He's with me. He's with me. And I'm going to live as if He's with me. And He is with me. In that saying, it becomes available. Instantly. And when we forget and we live as if He is not living with me, then I experience He is not living with me. I feel He is not with me. When I just look, He is with me. And life changes. So, I don't know how this conversation came, but this is what has been my experience with Swami and continues to be my experience with Swami. If I say He is with me, He is with me. If I look to Him, He looks to me. He's already looking at me. If I turn inward, He is there. If I listen the mind, He is there. All the time, every time. Never, not then. Always, always, always. Right here, now. We have to be willing. The moment I'm willing, He is there. Instant. Instant. He's never late. Instant. Then, absolutely. Totally. So, this is the grace that if we become available, something beautiful happens to our lives. It's actually quite indescribable. I think, yeah, if there are any questions or something, we can, not that I have any answers, but in our conversation. Yes.
So I think one thing that I do with is putting my thoughts into words and how to communicate effectively. And as I go along, I give interviews, right? And I have to talk to people and I have to just portray my mind. How do you communicate effectively is my question.
Thank you, Justin. You all have questions you can give, right? Very stupid. Is my English good? Should I ask? Should I not ask? Anyone ask?
But I had this question, like, a couple of days ago when I heard you speaking at another center. So I had a few moments to think about my question. But in the moment, how do you communicate? How do you transcribe your thoughts into words?
Okay, so what's your name? Ayushi. This is my lifelong work that I'm coming from now. How do I put it? I can attempt to give you an answer, but this is in the realm of serious inner work. Now, when I say that, there is one thing about going to bhajans and being in an organization, and it's all wonderful, and I'm not in any way demeaning anything. It's quite beautiful, it's fantastic to be taking part in all these activities. But inner work means actually turning attention inward and working with the nature of my mind, the ways in which it is creating reality is a completely inner and subjective experience. No organization on the planet can help us with inner work. organizations are great because when more hands and decks come together, we can have a bigger social outreach, we can do bigger projects, we can get more funds and resources, and we can have more programs and functions and spread the name of Swami, and those kind of things can happen in the social dimension. But the spiritual dimension, there is no organization. It is not possible. Spiritual work or real inner work and transforming the being that I am and I have become is a deeply inner work. Now, it will need a minimum of 3 to 6 hours for me to sit with you. And that is what I do. Because I think somebody in the introduction you said something like, we will hear about what transforming lives means. So I will just come out and say, this is what my wife and me we are doing now. And that is what we are come to US for. In Houston, for example, we're going to hold a 2-day weekend retreat. And that's not a Sai function. In the sense that, of course, I am Sai's child, and I still live in Puttaparthi, and everything in me is Swami only. But the program itself, the things we talk about, it's not like let us now take a quote from Dhyanamani and talk. That's not the kind of workshop it is. It's a workshop where people bring things that deeply matter to them. Now, what matters to you is this. I need to speak, and when I speak, I seem to freeze up. I just can't find the right word. How? So we will have to dissect the whole thing, open up. What kind of thoughts you are believing in when you decide to speak? What kind of emotions are running in your body? What do you do with those thoughts? How do you dissolve those emotions? And in the dissolution, what becomes available? And from that emptiness, your confidence will be a natural consequence. But this will need work. We need to know how to work with the thoughts, how my thoughts are creating reality, how my emotions are creating, and the gap between my thoughts and emotions, what is that inner silence that's available? In that inner silence and emptiness, anything and everything is available. How do I draw out confidence from the inner silence and live confidently? And I have seen such incredible transformations. It is just sometimes just blows me away, something that we are not capable of. So, get in touch with me and then let's see what we can do. Alright? Because this is an involved question and it is not something I can just off my hat give you an advice, do this. I mean, advice will always say Sai Ram once and draw Swami's grace and just offer the moment to Swami completely and visualize as if the next word that comes out of you is coming out from Swami's lips. Okay, but then this is in the realm of serious inner work, things that limit us as human beings. There is nothing to do with organization and this and that. As human beings, things that limit us and constrict our expression, our full expression of life in relationships, in communications, in health, in career. For that, that's involved in our preparation. Okay, thank you. Yes. Anything else? Yes, sir.
Just have a question.
Yes.
Is any action right or wrong? Is it very subjective, or is there a way to define whether an action is right or wrong, or is it an individual perspective? How do you define right and wrong?
What is this?
One finger.
Finger? No, come on, educated people, you can do better. What is this?
One.
One? No, come on. Finger, one, what's wrong with you? What is this? Index? Okay, index, no. Eye? No, come on, you can do better. What is this?
Up.
Educated people, what is this?
Up.
Up, okay, up, sorry. Finger, one, index, no, sorry, what did you say? No, somebody said something. Somebody, or you said something. Yeah? Did you say something? No? Somebody said something. You're very afraid, nothing will happen. Finger, up, index, one, no, all right answers. What is this? Pointing, okay, wrong answer. What is this? What is this?
Body of part.
Body part, no, wrong answer. What is this? Huh? No, of course it's my mind, whatever it is, but what is it?
Can be anything.
How can it be anything? This is a lion, tiger? It's not anything. What is it? Finger, what did you say? My finger, index, accusation, pointing, one, eye. You said eye. No, come on. What is this? What is this? This is out. You don't watch cricket? This is out. No, which is the right answer? This is the thing of life. Your context determines what's right and what's wrong. If I say, in the context of color, what is this? Brown. In the context of cricket, what's this? All of you have said, out. In the context of judgment, what is this? Accusation. How dare you? This is accusation. In the context of Advaita, what is this? I. In the context of numbers, what is this? One. In the context of body parts, what is this? Finger. Which is the right answer? There is no right answer, all are right answers. Answer to your question, sir, is this. What is right and wrong? We can debate it till the cows come home. Okay? Again, how to say it, because these are not things typically said in Satyasai Satsangs. But there is a dimension of life where the construct of right and wrong does not exist. And my experience of Swami, and I'm not speaking from intellectual understanding, my experience of Swami very intimately, the small things in my life in which he guided me, and some of the things I cannot say, and I'll definitely not say because you're recording. I may have said it, that was not on. You will see that Swami is a being who completely operates out of the construct of right and wrong. Now, I just want to say, for example, I will tell you, give me for an action, give me one other construct other than right and wrong, another way to look at it. That's right and wrong. Kind of, true and false, right and wrong. You know, if I say sun rises in the east, yeah, it's true, it's correct, it's right. Any other construct, just how to look at action, for example.
Neutral?
Agree, disagree.
Agree, disagree, very good, very good. That's a construct. If I agree with you, you are right. Do you see that? If I disagree with you, you are wrong. I will give you one more construct. Works, doesn't work. If I am looking to lose weight, I eat 3 samosas. Is it right or is it wrong? Is it wrong to eat samosas? It's not. But is it going to work? It's not going to work. Why? Because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to put on weight. I'm too skinny. I need some bulk. Then I eat protein powder. Then I can eat actually some samosas. Is it right or wrong? No, it works. So another construct is, does it work? Does it not work? So there are many constructs, many ways of looking at action. As a human, as a being, myself, and long back I have left the construct of right and wrong because it is a very limited construct. In fact, spirituality, and this is not a comment on any organization, spirituality in the world has now become all about do's and don'ts. List of do's, list of don'ts. If you are this side, you are spiritual. If you are this side, you are whatever, anti-God, worldly, or non-spiritual, or fallen, and you're going straight to hell. Okay, and this side, do's, don'ts. Do's, don'ts. Different organizations have their own set of do's and don'ts. But this is one construct of looking at spirituality. There are other concepts of how am I vibrating? What's my energy? How am I aligning with my higher reality? So there are various ways of looking. Right and wrong is a very limited way of looking at reality. We chose a very limited lens of looking at multi-dimensional reality, and then we limit our world experience to that. So to answer the question, is it subjective? It is also subjective, it is also objective, but it is we can rise above right and wrong. It is a meaning that is generated in our head, and we get trapped in that meaning, and then we limit our life. There are other more powerful ways to live life than just being in the world of right and wrong. Yes, and I know side routine is asking is right and wrong, where it is going on. Overall, it is in mind, I know that. Okay. Yes, no?
I have a question on enlightened beings.
Right.
So the purpose of spiritual life is to attain enlightenment. So right now we see on YouTube, especially after the pandemic, a lot of conversations, videos. She and he's a yogi with Babaji, and then lately someone told me about Dr. Pillai, who has got his own videos which talks about mandaram, and whereby actually this person was actually saved by him because he was able to travel in his lifeboat and save her from calamity. So there's a lot of things going on. Swami also has said certain things. I'm just trying to make sense of all right to do on this? I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
I generally have very few thoughts, but since you asked this question, the purpose of life is to be enlightened. No, I don't. No, it's not. So. Who told you that?
Swami says to merge it in, right?
Yeah, no. Actually, no. The thing is this. We don't understand this, that when Swami says something, the words are his. But where is the meaning to those words? Who is generating the meaning? When Swami says enlightenment, what does it even mean? Whose is that meaning? It's not Swami. Please see, Swami has nothing to do with it. The meaning is generated in my head. Let's say, I love you. If I say now, I love you. What does it mean to you, to her, to her, to her, to her, to him, to him, to him, to him? Does it mean the same thing to everyone? But the sound is the same three words. The words are mine, but the meanings are generated in our system. So, long story short, you have to become silent inside, and only in that silent energy, when we connect to Swami, real guidance can come. Trying to make sense of spirituality is an extraordinary pitfall. Nothing good will come out of it. So if you want to follow Sri M, follow. Absolutely dedicate your life to the process that he gives you, and do it for 1.5 years, and something magnificent will happen to you. Get it. He's a great being. You want to follow, I have no idea who's this Pillai, Mr. Dr. Pillai. You want to follow someone else, no problem. Swami is not against anyone. You completely dedicate yourself to that process, and something magnificent will happen to you. You want to follow Swami, then deeply connect to Swami with love, and something magnificent will happen, and in that magnificence all answers will come. But trying to make sense of this is a disaster. No good will come out of it. 100%. No good will come. That's the power of inner work. It has to be done. We have to commit to it. It has to transform the way I'm thinking, feeling, and being. Just analyzing. Yes, I think we can end it now. Yeah. Thank you very much.
What a wonderful examples of Swami's omnipresence. Let us give another big round of applause for Dr. Sanjay. His personality has taken the time to come and visit the various centers here. Really, it shows your love for Swami. And I know you put it in bio also, your love for Swami shown everywhere. Thank you so much, brother. A small token of our love, a request Brother Prakash to give a small memento. Actually, we had the Satyasai Vrinam this morning, so we were hoping that you were going to be with your wife as well, but that's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we'll end the time. Didi? Beloved Baba, let us save the nation. Beloved Baba, let us save the nation. Tamilnadu Namo, Lokadev
जय भोलो भगवान श्री श्री साईनाथ महाराज की जय। जय भोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा की जय। सद्गुरुदेव की जय।
Saram, there are some snacks here. Please feel free to have prasadam and then.
Yeah. And then I will take.
தெரியல என்ன பண்ணணும் தெரியல நானும் அதான் ட்ரைங் டு ஃபாலோ தேர் கான்வர்சேஷன் என்ன பண்ண போகிறான்ட்டு தண்ணி குடிக்கணும் தண்ணி போகணும் இருக்கா அதில் இருக்கு பிரிச்சது டம்ளர் வேணும் Like, what do you mean? I want ஒரு துளசி டம்ளர் தேடி தான் வந்தேன் துளசியை பார்த்த உடனே டம்ளர் தேடி தான் வந்தேன் அப்புறம் துளசி இருக்கா பார்த்தோன்னே யாரோ வச்சு அங்கே அதே பிரிச்சிடலாம் என்ன சில்லுன்னு ராதிகா நான் உன்னை எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன்
Yeah.
Anyway, I told your mom, let me know when. Yeah, but I will bring whatever I'm having. 2:30 in my warehouse.
देखो क्या क्या करते थे कुछ मानसिक नहीं whatever. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna ask you tomorrow what they need, like just for see what they need, what they want, what they need, and then I'll send an Excel sheet. Yeah. And you don't and then I'll send the sheet, a Google sheet on Monday. Thank you.
You will ask him. Ask him. And okay, got it.
Girish gave it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't know. How do you
She was responsible for
So, we move the after I already spoke to him, I'll because most likely will be an April because we have otherwise I don't like speaker. And I also the logistics I will talk to him. Otherwise I don't like, but that time I that would today and that time, You come to me? I never Oh, okay.
Oh, is it?
Small place.
I lived in for 3 years.
Very happy.
This is another Anand. He is Shiva Foundation. So nice. I already active center. 5, 6 center. Thank you. Just one very personally very happy. I always feel happy when I see people like we have hearing from you, your experience. Where's the copy?
Hold it. Okay. Just go to see him happen. You go to the table, I'll go down. Kalyan, 1 second, just 1 second. Anand, அப்படியே வாங்க. சும்மா ஒரு பிக்சர் எடுத்துக்கலாம். சோனியா பார்த்தா नहीं संजय राज राज அப்படியே ஒரு பிக்சர் எடு.
sir.
இது வாளோட
I also don't have a photo.
I was telling Prakash, please.
I want a photo.
Prakash, next speaker.
You are having we can come here, relax.
Smile.
That way they'll come the previous day.
Come.
The whole thing. That's the problem. I have a 50th wedding anniversary.
One more occasion. Come.
No, I do a psychic show. We do it as
Maybe that will work out. Yeah, do in the morning, then afternoon we have bhajans, and then evening you can go to the program and then go back to your home and then be ready.
tomorrow morning 9 o'clock.
Tell Sai Kushar, I told you, we can have a joint program. Come ask them everybody to take a bus and come here.
Why don't you all do that?
Bus.
Bus.
तो वहाँ से उसको बोलना कि वह भेज दे.
You Dr. Sai Kishore, tell him to move my setup in the morning. Okay?
Sai Kishore அங்க ஏதாவது ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணுது.
எங்காட்ல வந்து 99 பஜன்ஸ் நடக்குது. அக்டோபர் 27th.
ஓ.
இங்க 26th, அங்க 27th. என்னமா?
காலைல வந்து டீல் தான்.
எங்க போனாலும்.
Come, Kalyan, come that way. Sonia is not.
Okay, smile.
நீங்க போய் நில்லுங்க ராஜ்.
நான் இல்ல, அதெல்லாம் ஆபீஸ்.
அந்த பிரகாஷ் என்ன ஆபீசரா?
Raj, please come.
Official ஆ பிரகாஷ் இல்ல.
நீங்க போங்க நீங்க.
Our past vice president அவர்லாம் எப்படி மதிக்க முடியும்?
அதான் நான் சொன்னேன் பிரகாஷ் என்ன ஆபீசரா அவரே நிக்கறா நீங்க நில்லுங்க. दीदी
दीदी
इधर देख
एक मिनट चंद्रा आ रहा है और जीतू भाई यहाँ आ जाओ.
सब आइए प्लीज.
आ जाओ. राम कुमार, come on.
otherwise you have to do
नहीं,
iPhone.
वो सभी
We are only in the
कोऑर्डिनेटर थे
papers.
ना इसलिए.
But for service everybody else is there.
now I have to go like this way.
Uncle.
அப்பா
तो मैं अकेले.
You have to अकेले
You are the ringleader.
ring master. नहीं.
Okay.
Ring master is there.
Thank you, Saira. Thank you.
She's been managing us for a long time.
If you ask Chandra, he will give a different name. Yes, sir.
Program without information.
How did they contact him? Maybe have your WhatsApp number, right?
No, WhatsApp number. I send you my number, WhatsApp number.
Yeah, just say hi to me.
Yeah.
So happy to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. நாளைக்கு இங்க இதுல Skills Pro.
Bridgewater, sir.
Bridgewater Center. Okay. Nice. On good Tuesday or planning to go to. The good part is the weather is nice now. This time of the year is really good to come here.
So where do you work, Prakash?
I work on Long Island, regional bank called Five Star.
Sir, we ran a... Can you tell you? No
Sure, man.
Really, not. I think no. Briefly, I saw you at that time. You were serving in the Subramania. Briefly, I just talked to you because I was cleaning. Yeah, I was cleaning and you were taking care of the space. And then we spoke briefly. I was looking and I saw you. That was a long time ago.
Thank you. Very nice of you to take it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Ram. So you also may have known him from college?
I'm super senior to all of them. No, though they're senior in age, I'm like in school, I'm like super senior.
It's like he said, the campuses are totally different.
Yeah.
Even if you know somebody, you barely see
There
them.
used to be another farm boy who was a Mahalingham, and I got confused with him, or was it some Maha something? Yeah, but it's nice. He spoke really well.
Okay. Dasara, you have exactly 1 month, not even 1 month, less than 1 month. You guys are doing a talk.
Who is that? You?
You all Manantapur girls, you guys put together everybody.
Yeah, there are other seniors. So
Satsang,
let them talk
you,
first.
everybody. All of you together have one Satsang. Let's do it. Come on, this year is the year. If it runs,
Every year you're telling us more thing, I feel so bad.
I'll tell Sablaji to
No, they
get
all
this
have
on the.
more experiences with
No,
Swami.
it's fine. Everybody like this, everybody has their own experiences. So, we should share. Dasra, ladies, you guys have to do it. So take it a challenge. Please see,
Challenge.
yeah.
You're preparing Radhika, right?
I'll tell her.
She's our strength.
You guys have to pull her also.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah, we'll do something.
Viju, yourself, Vijayalakshmi, and then Ratnaji is there, and Salani is there. At least 5 and 4 I know.
They can join, no?
No, but just wanted to see ladies, just for this program.
I'll join remotely.
Remotely you can join.
Oh yeah, I
Because they have a
forgot he's
program.
not in
On that
Edison.
day they have a program. On that day they have a program.
Oh.
That's why.
How is New York? You go to Flushing
Yeah, I
Center?
got Flushing Center.
Nice. You guys are
You
settled now?
should come there sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe once. It's very far, no? Prakash, how long is it?
Rushing will take, it depends on what time. If you start early in the morning, it might not, on weekends it will be less traffic.
So 3 days, okay? But definitely keep in mind.
ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಳಮಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾಳೆಗೆ எடுக்க போறாங்க ಈಗ ಚಂದ್ರ ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಭಜನ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ
I know that, but I thought you had done everything today.
इसका अंदर रखी நீ கொடுக்க போறீங்களா
நீ எடுத்து வர கொஞ்சம்
நாளைக்கு போனீங்க
இது just to be given to Victor. கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லாக எடுத்துவாங்க.
நாளைக்கு மார்னிங் வரேன்
நாளைக்கு வருவேன், கண்டிப்பாக வருவேன்.
ராதிகா சிஸ்டர் வராங்க.
I don't know about that because one guest வர ஈவினிங் எனக்கு என்ன எடுத்து
சைடாக நாளைக்கு மார்னிங் நீங்கள் ஓப்பன் மார்க்கெட்
அது வந்து நான்
வரேன்ல மார்னிங் அவர் வரார் அவர் இல்லாமல் நாங்கள் ஓகே
நான் வந்து டிஃபால்ட்
தலைவன் எவ்வளியோ தெரியல வழிதான் எனிவே நாளைக்கு 2 பேர் வரதான் லஞ்சுக்கு ஆசைக்காங்க
ஐயோ இல்லை நாங்கள் கெஸ்ட் வர்றாரு அதனால தான் நாங்கள் மத்தியானம் வர மாட்டோம். We are not coming. Very good.
Planned everything.
Chandra, Jal.
இல்லை நாளைக்கு கல்வி வராரு கோல்டு ஹெல்த் வராரு அப்புறம் இல்லைப்பா வந்து அவர் வந்து நாங்கள் we have to go back and get ready. He's coming around 1:30.
நீங்கள் வெளியில் போய் சாப்பிடுங்க ஆற்றுல வந்து சாப்பிடுங்க
பன்னெண்டு மணிக்கு அது வருது இங்கே வருவார்
நியூயார்க்ல போய் பிக்கப் பண்ணுவோம்
அப்படியே பிக்கப் பண்ணி வரணும். ஸோ சென்டருக்கு நான் வர முடியாது நாளைக்கு சென்டருக்கு வர முடியாது. நாளைக்கு வரேன் நான் கண்டிப்பாக நான் வரேன்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
தேங்க்யூ. அவர் 2 நாள் கூட்டிகிட்டே இருக்காரு.
ஏன்னா நீங்கள்
எதுவுமே பிளான் இல்லைன்னா விடலாம்.
சரி நீங்கள் இது நாளைக்கு கத்தல வரேன்னா எடுத்து வந்தேன் பெட்டராக இருக்கும். ஏன்னா நான் ஒரு அரங்கேற்றம் போகிறேன். நான் வந்து காய்கறி எல்லாம் பாக்கி இருக்கிறதுல நான் தயார் பண்ணி எடுத்து வந்துடுறேன். பாக்கி டெலிவரி மீனிங் மற்றதெல்லாம்
మీకు పడింది కదా వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచే.
నేను తీసుకెళ్ళిపోతాను ఎందుకంటే మరి నాకెందుకు అర్ధరాత్రి పూట ఆగమన్నా
కలిసి రేపు మన భజన చేసుకుని తీసుకెళ్తాం.
தெரியாது எந்த அளவுக்கு இருக்குன்னு தெரியல.
అంటే రేపు పొద్దున్న వచ్చి మళ్ళీ మీరు ప్రసాదం పెట్టుకొని
అవన్నీ
You don't want people, right? No? You want some more? Shopping कर दिया वो क्लीन अप हो गया. और तुम्हारा बैग నాకు లోపల ఏదో గట్టిగా ఉందా చూడొచ్చు సార్
ఆనంద్ ఏదో ఆనంద్
Chandra, really very good. Chandra bhai. Chandra ये सर कैसे खड़ी रहूं कैसे सभी आएगा राइट I will send all these photos to Hyderabad our Samiti.
Yeah, we'll send a link.
Burning में इधर आए
I'm going to send you a link.
राधिका come. बीना बे ये बीना बे बसंती भाभी राधिका आ जाए मम्मी आ जाए राधिका आ जा राधिका
आजा
चंद्रा बोलने के लिए जा रहा है कैमरा मैन नहीं इधर आ जा कैमरा मैन
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. No, it's fine. Thank you. All our வந்ததுக்கு நீங்க வந்ததுக்கு
then पूरा सभी आ जाए
Sure, கண்டிப்பா.
நான் இப்படி தான் பேண்ட் போட்டு அந்த ஜீன்ஸ் பசங்க வரல நான் நேராக இங்கே விட்டுருங்க நாளைக்கு டுமாரோ ஃபார் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன்.
நாளைக்கு வரியா நீ? நாளைக்கு பட்ஜெட் வரியா?
ஆமா.
நாளைக்கு வரேன். ஓகே குட். யார் நாளைக்கு பட்ஜெட் வரா? நீங்க வரல. நான் வரல. நீங்க வரல. கார்த்திக் வரல.
கார்த்திக் வரல.
சரி.
அவரு வீக்கெண்ட் வந்து அவர் டாக்டரோட இருப்பார். ஸோ அதனால மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் இனிமே அவர் பிடிக்கிறது கஷ்டம். ரெண்டு மூணு இது பேக் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவாங்க.
ஒரே கப்பு கொடுங்க.
இது உங்களோட
இந்த ஒரு வாரம் சுந்தரையர் மாதிரி கிட்டத்தட்ட அந்த சுந்தரையர் மாதிரி பேசுவார்ல சுந்தரையர் जी क्लीन अप करना है जाने दे के जान नहीं रखेंगे अभी तो बट लेकिन क्लीन अप करना है अभी वो लोग कल तो क्लीन अप करना है नहीं तो
आज कर दो नहीं कल कोई नहीं है
कोई नहीं है
इसलिए तो मैंने बोला भी कर दो कल वो लोग क्या करेंगे मेरा भी तारीख है तो मैं भी नहीं आऊँ ये सीरा की सुखा चाहिए भर दो बैग में
भर दीजिएगा सबको भर दीजिएगा तो क्या करेंगे तो देख लेते हैं
என்னது இல்லை இது ரெடி பண்ணி வச்சுக்கலாம் இதுதான் இது போகிற எல்லாருக்கும் பிரசாதம் சைரம் எவ்ரிபடி டேக் ஒன்
He's taken so much time to do it.
Yes.
I didn't take that one. That's because right. ये वाला क्या करना है?
कप इंडिया में
इनको लेना है तो मैं पढ़
No, I can take definitely, but not too much.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, put.
Rajkumar, you want it?
Thanks, Adam, which is the best.
Ramkumar, you want?
He prepared. Already I have one. Very nice, very best.